I'm the Hoppy Ferret, and I'm here to review a beer I bought in a glass that I definitely didn't. I was walking home from work today, was on the tube, breathing in all of the dust that the trains are spitting out, trying to not smell people's armpits, and I'm walking home and I'm trying to not get hit by all the backpacks and all the slow walkers on the path, and oh god, they wind me up. And the whole time I was thinking, I want a beer. You know, you just get those like, oh, I could do with a beer. Lo and behold, I've got 25 of them waiting for me at home. The one that I'm going to have tonight is called is it Heptagon? Heptagon, yes. Which is a 7-sided shape. This is a cylindrical can, however. It's 7% double dry hopped IPA, and it wasn't actually the beer that I was supposed to have for the 2nd of December. I don't know what number, but when I got home, opened the fridge and I opened it and I heard all the clanging of the... Let's get this into a glass. And I heard all of the clanging of the beers and of the bottles, and I thought, oh, come on, let's go! I realised that the beer that I was supposed to have wasn't in the fridge. I got halfway through putting most of the beers in the fridge. So I got all the bottles in the fridge, which is the important ones, right? Because, look, there we go, look, you can see that it's brilliant. It's like I'm like a director or like a professional. If only I could get my light to work properly. I opened the fridge and I heard all the jangles, and yeah, I was proper excited. But I put all of the bottles in. They take longer to cool down than cans, so I thought, well, I'll whack all of those in, make sure that I can get those in, and then I'll get around to the cans later. And I didn't get around to the cans until about 5 minutes ago. One of the cans that I did get round to, however, as you've probably guessed, is Heptagon by North Brewing. I picked this up in Tesco. Oh, I can smell that, a bit of like tropicalness to it. I can get a whiff of it already. I think it was from Tesco, so I imagine it's £3, if not £3.50. They've edged up to that kind of bracket now. North are kind of a late entrant to the supermarket beers, I think. They started out in Morrison's, and I'm thinking to Sainsbury's, but yeah, I picked this one up in Tesco, and I've rather enjoyed their supermarket beers from what I've had. Lost Cosmonauts, of course, that was a Tesco one, and was it 15 miles round trip, I think, as well. But now we've got Heptagon, which... Nice kind of Mondrian, well, not really Mondrian, is it? It's, what was his art school? Oh, fucking easy is what it was. Zesty, limey. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some New Zealand hops in this, especially given that's the trend. It was very much the trend last year and probably the year before. I guess it's still continuing now, you know. I was going to say craft breweries aren't that imaginative, but to be fair, they are. Yeah, orange, a little bit of pineapple, lime, lemon. Tangerine, it's more tangerine, but nice sweet kind of candied hint is the word I'm looking for. The head's staying really nicely. Let's see what the taste offers to finally having my beer and not having to smell anyone's armpits on the train. So it's not as I was kind of expecting it to be a bit fuller. I don't know if this has got oats in it, which is the only reason why... Yeah, it does. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of expected it to be a bit fuller. I don't know why that's the first thing that I'm focusing on, because it's the taste is great. Yeah, you're punched with the hops and the kind of those tropical flavors that I was mentioning. And then it just goes, yeah, it kind of dips down a little bit. You kind of enjoy the hops. You kind of enjoy the hops lingering, and then you just get like this punch of malt, and like, fuck, where'd that come from? But yeah, I kind of expected it to be a bit more creamy. I'm not sure why. It's not really that. It doesn't look that creamy, does it? It's a you know, it's not translucent. It's not a pale beer, but it's yeah. I don't know. Just something that I thought of. So Nectaron hops. So that would be where where that orange is coming from. But that's all it says. So I don't know if this is a single hopped beer. I wouldn't be surprised if. Oh, that looks beautiful. That looks. Yeah, because Nectaron, they're kind of an relatively expensive hop, I would imagine. It's one of the newer ones, and you know, if it's not Fuggles, then you're being charged a lot for it, right? Love Fuggles, but I wouldn't be surprised if they had some, like, I don't know, don't know what you would put. It's not like Cascade or Centennial or anything like that. Like, it's not the style for that, really. Amarillo would be a good bittering hop for this with Nectaron. That sounds very nice. But this is gorgeous, and I really get the juiciness. Like, I can imagine it's. Some people might call it fleshy blood orange, right? But I can just imagine that. Yeah, that real. the fleshiness of those citrus fruits. Like, just imagine just biting right into one. Kind of like, you know how grapefruits. That kind of fleshiness, nice and juicy. Like, you can actually you get the texture in your mouth from it, you know? So, yeah, this beer, I was looking forward to it. Well, I wasn't actually, but I was looking forward to a beer. But this one has pleasantly surprised. I think they call it serendipity. But it's a damn slight better than having to wait at the red lights for the cars to go past, and all the slow walkers on the sidewalk, or the path rather. And God, why won't it stop? A little bit of a not existential crisis there, but as I poured more of the beer in, it's gotten a bit darker. Yeah, hasn't changed too much. It's kind of like not mellowed out, but it's kind of brought the flavours all in, like all in together a bit. Like before, they were kind of. Now it's more. These are the insights you don't get from a written beer review. Yeah, I really enjoy it. Super citrusy, tropical, as it says on the tin. 6 out. I was unsure yesterday as well, wasn't I? I think I wanted to give that kind of a 7 or a 6. So I'll stick with 6.5 for this one as well. It's nice. Again, just as yesterday's, I wouldn't say no if you were to hand me another one. But I'm not going to go, rushing for it. But, pardon me, it's certainly above average. So I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll see you tomorrow for next beer. Next beers? Well, the next beer. Tomorrow's beer. Cheers.